Morning, Buster. Morning, Rocky. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. My name's Joel, and this is A Stable Life. So glad you guys could all make it. I'd just like to ask that if you could, don't forget to hit that like button, and also don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Doing both those things helps the channel grow and allows more people to see these beautiful guys. It's so good to see you guys. I missed yous. Not that we were apart for long, but, you know, I missed yous. We've got a nice Saturday ahead. We got beautiful weather forecasted for today. They're actually calling for mid-40s today, which is pretty crazy. We're just not going to talk about the fact that the next 2 days they're calling for rain. But because we have rain coming, that means that we're going to have to do another blanket change today. My goodness, so many. Alrighty, we have grain put in the stalls, all measured out for the horses. We have hay put out. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good to see you boys. Morning, Mr. Poncho. Morning, gentlemen. Everyone's ready to come in today. That's what I like to see. Poncho, were you playing with your muck bucket? I happen to know for a fact that that's not supposed to be outside. Okay, just making sure. There you go, buddy. There you go. Where are you going? Going around, Leia? Leia, you didn't move. You're supposed to move, right? You're supposed to give way to the horses. With it being warm today, all the horses currently have what we would classify as a medium grade blanket on, which it's too warm for them to have a medium grade blanket on. Tomorrow, actually gonna be high 60s, which is pretty exciting. So we're gonna have to switch them. Normally we would just take the blankets completely off, but because of the rain coming, we're gonna be putting a sheet on all the horses with the exception of Tucker. Tucker's just so strong that he doesn't need a sheet. He's also kept in this pasture over here for his owner during the day, so he won't really be out in the rain either, so no point putting a sheet on him. That's right, good morning, good morning. All nice to see you boys. Good to see you too, Casino. Come on, Scoots. Hey, you're like right here, aren't you? This is him right here, the one we're focusing on, Declan. I show him all the time in the videos as he's banging on the doors and everything like that, and I thought, hey, what better horse to learn about than Declan? Right, Swade? Come on in. There you go. Look at the cool kids all hanging out at the back. That's right. That's how you know they're cool, because they're not with everybody else. Right, Tucker? Right? Okay. Archer! What's up, buddy? Skywalker. Duke. Come on, cool kids, let's go. Let's see, who's in the cool kids pack? We got Weather, Obi, Gavin, and Argento. Morning, Weather, Obi, Gavin, Argento, or RJ for short. Both work. Hello, random cow. And how are you today? That's good. Alrighty, so now that all the horses are in, I've got a little bit to talk to you guys about. I'm in a bit of a bind for today. You see, today's actually pretty nice, but right now they're calling for rain coming tomorrow. As of right now, they're calling for the rain to be hitting our local area about 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, which will be Sunday morning, and the hay feeders are currently empty, which means that we need to figure out if I need to put round bales out or square bales. So we put one round bale out, and it was actually a pretty hefty one. And this is what's left of that round bale. It's a pretty decent amount. If I fluff this up, the horses will finish that off in about 2 feedings, or around 12 to 15 hours. So I definitely don't want to put a new round bale out here, because then they'll focus on that round bale and then leave this to get rained on and not eaten. Basically, that's a lot of waste that we definitely don't want. So for this pasture, I'm gonna fluff this all up, and then that'll be good for their hay for today. And then for tonight, we'll take another look and check on it. I think we'll just feed square bales, and then Tuesday morning, I'll put out a round bale. There we go. This feeder's all set and ready for them. This will probably take them all day today and all tonight, and then this feeder will look exactly as that one, empty. I want them to finish off that hay that is left over from the round bales, but that big field gets so many horses in it that one feeder is just not enough for all the horses to be able to fit around and eat. So I'm just gonna take a bale down and put this in another feeder. That way the horses that don't fit around that feeder will still get the exact amount of food that they need. Come on, buddy. Come on, Rocky. Yeah, good boy. Come on, guys. All right, you guys all set then? Did you enjoy your Honey Nut Cheerios, Buster? You enjoy them? Yeah, how about you, Rocky? Buster definitely likes them more than Rocky does. You guys have a great day. I gotta go get started on blanket changes. Hey, Declan. Hey, buddy. Yeah, we're gonna introduce you to everybody so everybody can get to know you better, huh? Hook up your cable so you're not pawing. What do you say we start with taking your blanket off, huh, buddy? Belly straps. You guys have seen me do this more than enough times now. Yet, have you seen me do it one-handed? Oh yeah, tail strap. It's one. All right, we're gonna try this one-handed. Ready, Declan? Here we go. Oh, good boy. Look at that beautiful body, huh? Yeah, licking those lips. That's my classic lip licker. That's what you are, right? You're a lip licker. Okay, now some of you know Declan actually quite well. He's got a lot of funny mannerisms. But before we get to that, we're going to start with his age and his breed. So Declan, believe it or not, is actually 24 years old. So he's a little bit on the older side, aren't you, buddy? That doesn't mean that he doesn't have a lot of spunk, because he most certainly does. Declan's actually quite similar to his neighbor. You guys remember Archer? Archer is a grade quarter horse. Well, so is Declan, interestingly enough. And for those that don't know or remember what a grade quarter horse is, he's the equivalent of a horse mutt. Oh, God. Snot. Oh, right there. That's just... Thank you, Declan. I appreciate that. That's very thoughtful of you. Oh, man, that is wet. Okay. So a grade quarter horse basically means that he has a lot of different breeds. And when it comes to all of those different breeds, there's not one that we particularly know too much about. So he's a grade quarter horse, a horse mutt. One thing that we do know about Declan is that he actually has a little bit of standard bred in him. Standard breds are those horses that have... Declan, what are those things called that the standard breds pull behind them? I can't think of the name. Sulky. That's what it is. Sulky. So yeah, standard breds are the horses that pull the sulkies. So he does have a little bit of standard bred in him, which is why he does look different than Archer. And what are some of his characteristics? Well, Declan's primary characteristic is actually being extremely impatient. You guys know him very well for pawing and banging at the door, saying, "Let me out, let me out. I want to go one place, and the stall's not it." Declan's also a very picky eater. Oh my goodness, you're eating hay. Look at you go. Thank you, Declan. I appreciate you being cooperative. Thanks, bro. All right, I got a lot of sheets to put on all these horses, so I'm going to see you guys once that's done. Okay. Well, all of the horses have their sheets on. We can go ahead and let these guys out. We're going to head down a little bit later on and actually see if we can get some video of the horses playing and what they do when they're down in the pasture. For now, let's let them get some water. Isn't that neat? This is weather. Isn't that so neat how when they drink, their ears just go back and forth? What's up, buddy? Hey, Danny. Coming in to get a drink? Yep, there's the spot right there. See if Spitfire can make it all the way over. Oh, so close. Come on, put a good one in. Come on. Oh, almost got it. Come on, get a good one. Come on, Fire, you got this. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Good stuff. Oh, yeah, get the neck. Oh, yeah. Right. Oh, yeah, twice. Nicely done, Fire. Oh, yeah, get the shakes. Boom. In case you're wondering, that's what happens when you put the sheet on, and that's why it's very hard to keep them clean, because they do that once a day, twice a day, every time you put a brand new one on. Right, Fire? Right, buddy? And you can see the ears going and the throat going on RJ. And they got both drinking. Got RJ on this side and Skywalker on this side. Alrighty, I'm out here in the horse pasture. Just took the four-wheeler and I put it in its parking spot. We're gonna be walking around in the pasture and see if we can get some footage of the horses playing and just see what they're up to out here. We're about midday right now, so they've been out in the pasture for a few hours and they will continue to be out in the pasture for a couple more hours yet until they're brought in for evening feeding. You ever just find yourself sitting in the middle of a hay feeder? And then we got Jack over here. We got Poe wondering why I'm in the feeder. And then over my right hand shoulder we got Champ, who's just kind of upset that I'm sitting in here. You sit still long enough and you're quiet long enough, they get comfortable with you pretty quick. Sometimes you just get so busy trying to take care of them that you never actually take the opportunity to just hang out with them and enjoy the fact that you could do things like this. Right, champ? Pretty cool. Never really given you guys a tour, so what do you say we head on over there and show you guys the other side of this pasture? Alrighty, so I'm on the exact other side. I don't know if you can tell, but where I just was, if you can see all of those trees off in the distance on that tree line, that was the woods that we were just standing near, and that's where we feed the hay for the horses. It's on a straight path. Right there's the horse stable, as well as the Veggie Boys farm. You can see they're connected there. You can see the silo where all the grain's put in, and then to the right of that is the cow barn. Then the cow pasture goes off this way and goes that direction. And then there's the horse stable that's connected to the cow barn over here. And then there's the big pasture, the middle pasture coming down this way. And I'm still in the big pasture. I'm just on the exact opposite side of it. This is the fence line. Right on the other side of this fence line is our farm fields. This is the area we refer to as the home farm. So back here is where we have some hay. This was soybean ground last year. In a couple of Andrew's videos, or if you're not familiar with who Andrew is, in a couple of the Veggie Boys videos, you actually can see this ground getting farmed, and you'll continue to see this ground getting farmed throughout the year. If you ever see this fence line in the background of his videos, now you know what it's to. And this area does have a name. We call it the meadow. And I mow it every year to keep it clean and organized, so it's nice, beautiful grassland for the horses. It's quite interesting to think of and see, but the horses will come out of the barn and then they'll start grazing on that side of the pasture, and they'll work their way down into the hollow and then across the hollow, and by then they'll be up here into the meadow. And there is two sections of the meadow. There's this section here, which is all cleaned off, and then there's this section over here, which, as you can see, I did not get a chance to clean up this past year. That's going to be changing this year. I plan on getting this all cleaned up, planning on coming in here and we're going to brush hog all these weeds down. Most of these are briar bushes. You can see here with the really thick thorns on them, they're pretty nasty. And then bigger problematic trees and thistle trees that grow these long spikes off the sides. This right here is what this whole pasture on this side used to look like. And I'm slowly turning it into that meadow that you see over there. And if you continue heading that direction, you'll hit the cow pasture. It's so nice that I'm able to videotape and record being with the horses, but there's so much more to taking care of the horses than just feeding them. And the goal eventually is to get this all cleaned up and nice, so that way grass grows in this area. And instead of it being all briars, that reduces the strain on different areas of the pasture. And it allows us to be able to have a better pasture, better conditions in our pasture, which means that our horses are healthier. Not to mention it looks nicer, which means that we keep our clients happy. And that's very important to us. And what are you doing?
I came down to check his hooves. He's got a little limp going on in his front left, so we're going to take him up, take a look at his hooves and see if there's anything wrong.
Oh, so you're going to do some horseshoeing?
Trimming.
Trimming?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm not going to ride him up because he's limping, but he was just laying here enjoying the sun, so I didn't want to get him up too fast.
You want to say hi to everybody?
Hi, everybody.
I was just out showing everybody the horse pasture, giving them a little bit of a tour so they can compare it to when we're in summer and the grass is growing and everything's green.
Yeah, it's really different from the brown in the winter to the green in the summer.
Tell you what, hey, I was about to do the conclusion of the video. You mind doing it for me?
Well, this is where we're going to end the video for today. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and as always, we'll see you in the next one.
Indeed we will.